live look in right now. That's President Obama taking the stage to campaign for Hillary Clinton. Our Fox News political insiders are back. John, Pat, and Scott. Doug, rather. Doug, I'm going to start with you. And something that I'm seeing on social media right now from our viewers, they think that these polls are bogus. Social media polls are much different, and we've talked about that and the efficacy of them. But this is interesting. Keith writes, can you talk about the overpolling and what it should look like?
Well, it's very hard to say what it should look like. What I can say is that the online polls and the automatic dialing polls, the non-human dialing, are showing a closer race. But there is also something else, point I was alluding to before. I think Trump, and I say this as a devoted Clinton supporter, Trump has a point that the mainstream media has not really covered Project Veritas, has not done a lot on the latest dumps from WikiLeaks. There are very real questions about pay-to-play. What did the Clinton campaign know about what Kramer and his colleagues were doing with Project Veritas and stimulating unrest at the Trump rallies and potentially illegal voting? All of these are fair questions, and I must tell you, I think given the attention on Donald Trump's personal life, particularly on other networks, fairness demands and requires there be equal time.
All right, real quickly, Bonnie says on Twitter, they're getting the polls all wrong, Pat. We're not talking to pollsters. They don't tell the truth. Well, why should we talk to them? I mean, again, you're a polling expert. Could this be the time where they don't count?
I am thinking that there are lots of people who are not talking to pollsters. The refusal rates are unbelievable. And I believe that there are a lot of people who just don't want to talk to them. And that is one of the reasons we could have, I may be wrong, why would these polls are all over the place. But I want to go to a larger point, which is the one Doug is making. The campaign is still a campaign, and the Republicans, Obama's out there campaigning because the stupid party is stupider than it could possibly be, because it can't decide whether it supports its nominee, and then the Democrats attack them when they stop. Trump voters get mad. With an election environment totally set to repudiate Obama and the Democrats, the Republicans cannot get a message together to challenge him on the economy, where the country's going, and with that, a presidential candidate who, if he continues down this road of defending himself, Hillary Clinton never defends herself, if he continues down this road of defending himself rather than raising the important issues of who owns the country, the political class or the people, who wants to keep what we have going on or make a change, then he will lose, and he doesn't have to. That is the dynamic that is causing the volatility. People don't want what they have, and he is trying to, I'm sad to say, throw it away.
All right. Just again, the live picture that we see this hour is President Obama on the stump for Hillary Clinton. He's just talked about early voting with the crowd there in Nevada. Some stubborn numbers that won't go away. A look at the electoral votes that we did here at Fox News. A projected 307 for Hillary Clinton, 181 so far for Donald Trump, and 50 exactly in play. How do you see the numbers?
Well, and
that's not polling.
No, polling is determining. Fox has called that she's going to get 307. You only need 270, so she's in good shape.
Okay, so there's the scorecard. So that's how we've done it.
But, you know, listen, I never thought. I remember a year and a half ago sitting here with the four of us, and the Clinton cash book had come out with details of the Clinton Foundation and the favors that were done by the Clinton State Department. Where has that been? And from the Trump campaign, why weren't his TV commercials built? And we said it on this show. He should take each instance, the uranium deal, and go through it.
Was it about the money that didn't get spent in the campaign?
No, what it is that Trump never prosecuted this case against Hillary Clinton. He loves talking about himself. It raises this question, seriously. Does he really want to win this election?
Well, but, John, you have to factor in that the media,
no, forget
never in our
talking
lifetime,
paid media,
have they stopped not covering a campaign.
Pat, I'm talking paid media. That's why you put commercials on, because the news won't put it on.
John, I'm here in Florida. I saw precisely the commercial you were describing on the air an hour ago. The problem is, I think it's too little, too late.
Okay, why wasn't it done 8 months ago when he won the
Very
nomination?
good question.
I want to get to Greg on Twitter, who says, do you feel that the early voting causes an unfair influence to voters between now and November 8th? I mean, we're always going to have absentee and early voting. That's not going to go away.
Right. No. But the new thing is we're going to have 40% of people will have voted by election day. That's a new thing.
And I've done a detailed study of it, Harris. I can tell you, statistically, it benefits the Democrats because they are better organized, better able to mobilize their constituency.
All right. Well, one thing is for sure, Donald Trump was still seeing those big crowds that he has been seeing, but you're talking ground game and other things that come into play.